Hey, what's going on everyone? You're climbing into another TriState Aviation video. Welcome back to the channel, and for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. After an amazing couple of days here on the beautiful island of Curacao, it's time for us to head back to New York. Today, we'll be returning to JFK with JetBlue in their Even More Space cabin. Thankfully, I had the opportunity to do a bit of spotting while we were here in Curacao. The observation deck at the Curacao airport is very popular amongst tourists and locals alike. I, along with many others, came here to see the KLM 747 depart for Amsterdam. To say that people were excited to see the 747 is an understatement. Anyway, let's head back to the airport for our flight home. Welcome back to the Curacao, or as JetBlue calls it, hurricane symbol, OW, International Airport. Normally, JetBlue offers 3 weekly flights from their base in New York to Curacao. However, due to the pandemic, Curacao has closed their border to Americans, and therefore JetBlue is not currently flying to Curacao. As I mentioned in the last video, Curacao Airport has just undergone a major renovation, and they've done a great job. In fact, the new and improved airport has been recognized as one of the best in the Caribbean by many travelers and critics. We actually got to the airport before the check-in staff did. Luckily, they showed up shortly after us though. Check-in, security, and customs were a breeze. Once you've gone through customs, you are brought into this duty-free area. Our flight departs from Gate 1 today. We've got a lot of time before our flight boards though, so let's go check out the rest of the terminal. The airport has plenty of seating and great views of the ramp and the runway. Here's an Air Antilles ATR 42 operating for Win Air taxiing to the hard stand. The aircraft just landed from Aruba. Curacao Airport does offer free Wi-Fi. The one downside though is that you have to sign in again every half an hour, but it's not a big deal. There are plenty of power ports available throughout the terminal, a necessity in this day and age. Food options are plentiful here. There are a couple of restaurants throughout the terminal, plus a giant food court in the back there. Curacao Airport has a decent amount of traffic, but it's nowhere near as busy as it is in neighboring island Aruba. I told you this airport's nice. There's an American A319 loading up for the return flight to Charlotte. And there's the KLM 747 flight from Amsterdam. As I'm sure many of you are aware, the KLM 747 was one of the many aircraft to be retired due to the pandemic. It's really unfortunate to see the airline industry suffer this much. Hopefully, things will return to normal sooner than later. Our aircraft has arrived. November 531 Juliet Lima, a 2001 built Airbus A320 painted in the NYPD special livery, will be taking us back to JFK this afternoon. Now that the aircraft has arrived, let's head over to the gate. I saw the word delayed and I got nervous, but then I saw our new departure time and I started laughing hysterically. Have you ever flown an airline that has informed you of a 1-minute delay before? Let me know in the comments. Due to the aircraft's slightly delayed arrival from New York, boarding started a couple minutes behind schedule. One perk of sitting in even more space on JetBlue is having access to early boarding.
Appreciate your cooperation.
I'm sitting in 5F today for this 4-hour flight to New York. It's always nice having 2 windows to yourself, am I right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now closed the boarding door. Prior to aircraft movement, all customers must be seated with their seatbelts fastened. Once again, we'd like to welcome you aboard JetBlue Airways. Flight number 1112 with service to New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. My name is Nancy, and it's my pleasure to be flying with Melissa, who's over wing, and Jessica is up front here with me. Our captain is Captain John Applebaugh, and he'll be assisted by First Officer Joshua Talley. Today's estimated flying time is 4 hours and 18 minutes.
Legroom is unbelievable in even more space.
Wrap the strap around your waist, secure the buckle, and pull the strap to tighten. As you exit the aircraft, inflate the vest by pulling down firmly on the red tabs or blowing into the tubes on both sides. Smoking, including the use.
This aircraft was delivered to JetBlue in 2001 as November 531 Juliet Bravo. In 2006, it was repositioned to Germany, where it flew for Blue Wings and Air Berlin. In 2010, the aircraft was returned to JetBlue and re-registered as 531 Juliet Lima. In December of 2019, this aircraft was fitted with JetBlue's new Phase 2 cabin, which you can find on JetBlue's A321neos and select A320s. If you aren't familiar with JetBlue's refurbishment project, be sure to check out my last trip report where I explain the project in more detail. JetBlue offers SiriusXM radio, 36 free channels of DirecTV, and a small selection of movies on the non-retrofitted A320s. The DirecTV and SiriusXM radio services are only available within their coverage zone, which only includes the US and Canada on these aircraft. The retrofitted A320s, on the other hand, offer 100 DirecTV channels as well as dozens of free movies and shows. The coverage zone on the retrofitted aircraft also includes the Caribbean, Central America, and some areas in South America. You control the TV with this little remote built into the armrest. Inside the seat pocket, you'll find an in-flight brochure which includes information on how to connect to the Wi-Fi, the monthly movie selections, available food options on board, JetBlue's route map, and more. You'll also find an Eat Up cafe menu, which, as the name of it suggests, is the onboard menu. JetBlue not only offers free snacks and soft drinks, but they also have alcoholic beverages, meals, and snack boxes available for sale. You'll also find a sick bag and a safety information card. JetBlue does offer free Wi-Fi, however, the Wi-Fi is only available within the coverage zone, which, as I just mentioned, only includes the US and Canada on these non-retrofitted aircraft. The tray table is quite large. It's adjustable too, which is a nice feature. I chose a Sierra Mist Zero Sugar for my drink today. For my snack, I chose cookies and popcorners. Lots of TVs stopped working, so they had to reset the system. The TVs on JetBlue are notorious for breaking easily, so this didn't come as a huge surprise. This is what the overhead panel looks like on the older A320s. Another round of drinks were provided about an hour before arrival.
Points out up desk.
As we got closer to New York, the DirecTV, SiriusXM radio, and Wi-Fi services became available.
Grocery stores, and 1 point per dollar spent on all other purchases.
Before long, we started our descent into the John F. Kennedy International Airport. Besides the broken TV, which luckily didn't quit on me until later in the flight, this was another great flight with JetBlue. While, yes, the hard product on this aircraft is a bit outdated, their outstanding service made up for it. Huge shout out to Lucas Wazo on Instagram for spotting our arrival today.
Ladies and gentlemen, JetBlue Airways welcomes you to New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport. The local time is 8:08 p.m.
If you're a US or Canadian citizen arriving internationally into a major US airport or seaport, I'd highly recommend Mobile Passport. It's a service that the US Customs and Border Protection Agency provides that allows you to fill out your customs form on your phone rather than on paper. There's also a dedicated line at the airport for Mobile Passport users that is often much shorter than the standard customs line. This service is available at over 25 major airports and seaports across the country. I'll include a link to the website in the description where you can find more information on it. That was not a paid advertisement, by the way. I just found that service to be extremely useful and I wanted to share it with you guys. There's another 747 that we lost from this virus. And just like that, we're back to where we started 5 days earlier. I want to thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, be sure to give the video a thumbs up, and if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as quickly as possible. See you guys next time.
Train, please hold on. This train is departing. The next stop is for C gates. C as in Charlie.